Hello, minions, and welcome back to another edition of DJ JC from the Brootal Block Reacts. Today, we are bringing you a track from a band that's been on the show multiple times. I've even interviewed them. If you'd like to check out that interview, you can check out Super Cool Radio or Brootal Block. Type it into your favorite streaming service like Spotify, and there is an interview that I did with them. You can also check them out on YouTube, I believe on their own personal band page. They put that interview up for your viewing pleasure. But they've been a band that's been a part of Brootal Block since Brootal Block's inception, and they just released an amazing new single. And I wanted to share it with you guys and give my insight on what I think about said track. So without further ado, let's get into Disconnected Souls and their new track called Delirium. So this is one thing that I love about Disconnected Souls is that they incorporate a lot of cool elements into their music, and we're going to see that in this song. So I've already heard this song. We just featured this in the most recent Brootal Block episode, I believe 93. We featured this song, and I was blown away when I heard this song because it's definitely on the heavier side of what Disconnected Souls does, but I love that they blend so many different elements, and you're going to see in the song that it all works really well. You got this like techno-ish synth type intro, and it gives you this like kind of gothy club vibe, and then it just goes and rips your face off, and that's I love the way this song starts. The calm before the storm.
Welcome to Delirium. Your experience will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You've been left in such a sorry state, just thinking of a pill and hallucinate. Feel the toxicity in your mind. If you take too many, then you're sure to flow. Delirious in the flash, remove the stains. With love away as I come to your dream. Experience a brand new fate.
So we've talked about this before on Brootal Block. I'm typically not a fan of the more operatic female style vocals, but this band does a very good blending of the two, especially with this track. That's one of the reasons why I love this track is you have a nice balance of harsh vocals with it, and her voice flows musically very well with the melodies that are going on. I think that's my issue with a lot of those type of metal bands where they have like just 100% female fronted operatic vocalist is they have like that power metal type of vibe in the background, and then they have that vocal. It never really worked for me. Disconnected Souls is one of those bands that is the one band that has like, I'm okay with it. Like I said, the way the music is along with her voice, it fits. And I love the transition that they went to. So the song started off with this like kind of club vibe, and then it just hits you in the face with this brutality, and then it comes back down. Like this song is a huge roller coaster ride, and I love it. And I love how it just kind of brings it back down. And now, so we went from club vibe to just smash in the face to now there's a little dark, ominous softness going on right now. It's beautiful.
Fade away. Take another shot and fly away. Take another hit, it's half to fade. I don't get it, make any passes.
So funny enough, the first time I heard this, the I'm guessing this is probably like the chorus part, right? So this part is very cool because you have the harsh vocals with the singing kind of going on in the background, and the singing's kind of drawn out. Funny enough, when I listen to a lot of music, I try to figure out, I try to hear influences in there, and I'm probably really off on this one, but growing up in the 90s, listening to freestyle music, I think it's also because there's, synthesizers in this part, but this gives me freestyle, like if freestyle and heavy metal were to fuse together, this is what it would sound like. This is what I feel like it would sound like. You have the heaviness coming from the male vocals, and then the freestyle vibe from the female vocals. Like I said, it may be really left field, but that's what I hear when, again, I grew up in the 90s, and a lot of my family on my mom's side are very, very, very Mexican, and so I grew up listening to a lot of that freestyle type music, and I just there's like there's a touch of it in there, and yeah, I like it. Again, I grew up with that type of music, so I do listen to freestyle even in my mid 30s. Today, I still go back, and me and the wife, when we clean house, if it's not Tejano music, we're listening to freestyle music. So there's just a little touch of that in there. I don't know if anybody else hears it, but that's what I get out of it when I listen to it.
Lose yourself to the ethereal. Watch you become immaterial. Lose yourself to the ethereal. Ethereal. Ethereal.
So this part too, I don't know which female in this band is singing this part, or if it's a sample that they're using. But this part of the song is very, very, to me, freestyle heavy. If you've never listened to freestyle, just like go to YouTube, type in 90s freestyle, 80 and 90s freestyle top hits, and listen to it. It's not 100% like it, but it's got that vibe, and I like what they did to this vocals. I don't know if they pitched it or what they did to it, but it fit. There's something about those vocals that fit in this part of the song. It just goes really well. I really, really enjoy it. I'm telling you, if you grew up in the 90s, that section of the song totally gives 90 vibes. I love it.
And I get it! Telling you while you're chasing the high, you gotta decide if you live or die. In delirium, in delirium.
That's such a solid pattern. I love it. You have that droning going on with that guitar and drum just pumping over that droning sound. It's I like that. I like that a lot.
Another hit. Drop it down. One more shot.
So this is another section of the song that was not expecting. And this is something that's kind of, I don't listen to a lot of like the more well-known bands. I know there's a few bands out there, and I can't even think of it. It's not Sleep Token, but there's another one with a dude that raps over his music, that's heavy. I know this is becoming a kind of a more common thing now, which I don't mind. Again, I grew up in the new metal era, and I listened to a lot of hip hop. I was not expecting it in a Disconnected Souls track though, and I love it because, again, there's so many elements, and I told this to them too the first time I heard it. I think that's what I love about this song, is that it, there's a lot of unexpected twists and turns, and as a listener, that's something that I really enjoy. Granted, when I write music, I write a lot of real straightforward type stuff, but every now and then I like to throw in a little curveball and have the listener be like, "Oh shit, I wasn't expecting the song to go that way." That's what I like about this song is that there's just so much packed into such a short amount of time that you as a listener, you don't know where the song's going to go, and it's exciting, especially the first time through. The first time you hear this song, it's really cool because you're like, "Huh, all right, wasn't expecting that." And it's a journey. And this is one of those parts of the songs where I was like, "Okay, this is not what I was expecting, but I'm okay with it. I like this. This is good." And bravo to this vocalist also to just showing off his capabilities in one song. This is one of those songs for Disconnected Souls. I'm hoping they go down this path a little bit more and continue to experiment down this path because right now this I feel like is a new chapter for Disconnected Souls. And this is one of those things when it's like when someone asks the band, Who are you? What do you sound like? What are y'all looking for?" This is perfect. This is the perfect track to show somebody and introduce them to this band because it's like if they were to just tell you, "Oh, we're an experimental band. We're a little bit of this, we're a little bit of that, we're a little bit of this, we're a little bit of that." This song puts all of that into perspective and says, "Yeah, they're a little bit of this, they're a little bit of that, they're a little bit of this, they try that." This has everything that Disconnected Souls in the past has said that they are. This is a culmination of everything, and I think that this is a path that they need to continue going down because I really, really, really dug this track.
Make a dish.
Ripping at the seams, but you never miss a beat. Can you hear the angels and fentanyl dreams? Your friends are reaching out to you. Yes, you just believe that. Surround yourself with yes men now. Relentlessly repeat. There's those in slogans, evil lies. Soulless with their evil lies, leading you to your demise. Another life to stabilize. One last hit and up the line. I guess you never saw the signs. Carry right or redefine. Closing out the storyline. Paralyzed and neutralized by all the ones you idolize. By all the poisons glamorized.
What's that actually exercise?
Fatal error detected. System shutting down.
Overdose! Can't stop the commotions! Can't stop the commotions!
This song has such fun riffs. They're bouncy, they're groovy. There's just and they're heavy. They're heavy, bouncy, groovy riffs. It's just I'm pretty sure that they have a blast playing the song live. It's just the riffs not overcomplicated, but just send the message straight home. I love that. I fucking love that.
Cutting straight through the lies as you choke on the high. Another left to stabilize. What's that actually exercise? Lose yourself.
That totally gave me mushroom head flashbacks. But I love all the elements in this. There's so many things to like kind of point out and pick through. This is one of those songs that you definitely want to go back and listen to multiple times. The first time you listen to it, it's a journey. You're going, you're seeing new things. It's taking turns that you weren't expecting it to take. And then upon the second, third, fourth, and fifth listenings, you're going to hear other little things that you may not have caught the first time around. And that's what I love about this track. That's why I have such love for where this band is going, and I hope they continue doing this. This is a solid song, man. Seriously, and again, this is like probably my fifth, sixth time listening to it. I listened to it a lot while I was editing it for the show as well, and there's always just something new that you hear that kind of pokes out, and you're like, oh hey, I don't remember hearing that the last time I listened to it, but that's a cool little thing, and I like tracks like that.
To the ethereal. Watch as you become immaterial. Lose yourself to the hidden ethereal. Watch as you become immaterial.
Well, there you have it, guys. That was Disconnected Souls with their new track, Delirium. What did you guys think? I think it's a great track. I think Disconnected Souls are really shaping their sound and really jumping off the cliff when it comes to experimental stuff, and they're not afraid to try new things, and they are nailing it. I think they're doing a great job of what they're doing. I really love the dynamic between the male vocals and the female vocals. I think that that should be something that is more in Disconnected Souls. I know at one point they're some of their songs they're either more female heavy in a track or they're more male heavy. I like the blend. I like that you have the female vocals complementing the male vocals and the male vocals complementing the female vocals. I like the combination of synthesizers to the guitars. I like the club style mixed with the heavy style. I like I said, that vocal style in the middle of the song gives it a very freestyle 90s vibe. That may not be something that they were going for. That's what I hear. I truly dig it. I think it's awesome. Again, this is coming from somebody who grew up on freestyle music back in the day. I still listen to it today. So to have a smidget of that in new music, it's kind of cool. Like I said, I don't know if that was the intention. If it wasn't, it was a happy accident. If it was the intention, definitely keep pushing for more stuff like that, because I'm a fan of it. I think you guys are on the right path to make some really, really killer stuff. You guys have always been a really solid band, but I think you guys are really coming into your own with the experimenting and trying new things. And I love that you guys aren't scared to try new stuff. And I really, really dug the way that the formula that you use for this track is definitely something that I enjoy and I'd love to see more of. But that's Disconnected Souls. I will link the original video down in the description. Go check them out. Go give them some love. And like I said, go check out the interview that I did with them. Was it last year? It was either last year or the year before. They were one of my first bands that I interviewed. It was a great time. They're amazing people. They are very humble. They're one of the bands that I love for the fact that not only are they talented musically, but they are just really kind people. And they're not shy about talking to their fans. They're very open on social media, very friendly. And yeah, they're just really cool people. Really good music. Guys, keep doing what you're doing. I'm excited to see what the future holds for Disconnected Souls. Keep me in the loop. Let me know when you guys have more new stuff coming out so I can put you guys back on Brootal Block and let the fans and minions hear what you guys are bringing to the table. That's about what we have for today. Like I said, episode 93 has just come out. We don't upload to Spotify, or audio versions of the show have kind of stopped since last year, the end of last year. So if you are a fan of the Brootal Block and you've been listening to the show and you've been wondering where the show went, we have moved to Rumble. I did a few episodes, full-length episodes that I put on YouTube, but we are having issues there as well. Rumble is kind of the new home. It's allowing us to put up our videos without getting blocked, copyright striked, and all that stuff. Again, I do these shows for free. I'm not looking to make money off of them. I do them because I want to spread music. And companies like Spotify, like YouTube, are really kind of sticklers about that, especially the way that I put the show together and everything like that. So we moved to Rumble. You can check us out on Rumble. Just go to Rumble, type in Brootal Block. We are there. All the full-length episodes are going up there. What I really like about doing it with a visual now is I actually use the music videos from the bands to really make it feel like a real show. So I hope you guys enjoy what we're doing. We're still experimenting. We're still doing some other things. I did pull the Monthly Mayhem off of there. I'm sorry if you can hear people in the background. My neighbors are loud as shit. But I did decide to pull the Monthly Mayhem off of the videos and the main show. And now I'm going to put that strictly on Facebook. So if you want to see those, head on over to Facebook and type in Brootal Block hosted by DJ JC. Join the group page, and that is where we're going to be posting the Monthly Mayhem Roundup. If you don't know what that is since I'm going to make it its own thing, I am going to do it probably once a month, but I post flyers of shows, and there may be a show in your area, so you can check it out and know what's going on in your area to go support these bands that are working their asses off to make killer music for you to jam to. So we're going to move that to Facebook. We're going to continue doing the full-length shows on Rumble, and then here on YouTube, I will continue to do my React channel via this channel. So I hope you guys like what we're doing. We're still experimenting with a lot of stuff. There's a lot of plans for 2024. I just had a meeting with Matthew Thomas of Super Cool Radio last week. So we have a lot of stuff planned. So keep a lookout. Like always, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, and share this video so we can grow bigger and be able to cover more bands and get those bands on more eyes, because ultimately that was the goal of this show, and it's always been the goal of this show, is to spread bands, not only so bands can find others to network with, but that way the minions as well can find some new music to add to their own personal playlist. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you on the next one. For now, take care, and later.